Shalom, shalom, Hebrew Israelites and Gentiles, whoever wants to hear this. Today I'm going to prove to you that the earth is older than 6,000 years. They're claiming that the earth is only 6,000 years. Okay. According to the Jewish, we're only at 5,000 years. I'm going to prove to you by Bible that they're lying. Before we get started, let's go to the beginning here. Genesis 1. Go to Genesis 1. Okay. First of all, they're lying to you. No one knows how old the earth is. It's a guess. Now, Genesis 1. In the beginning, God created heavens and the earth. A period. You see any dates here yet? Period. Nothing. Genesis 2. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Wait a minute. Right here you got waters. When did that get created? See, we don't get down to days until, and you continue. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. Okay. Get down to here. Anyway, let's go to here for him right here. Let's look up what this is. Computer's lagging. Apologize about that. Void. Take it as you want it, just showing you some things here. Meaning to be empty, a vacancy. Run, emptiness, void, okay. Now, go to Isaiah 45:18. Isaiah 45:18. Okay, Isaiah 45:18 once again. For this saith the Lord who created the heavens, God himself set that formed the earth and made it. He made it. He has established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord and there is none else. Okay, right there he just told you he did not create the earth in vain. So, I'll leave it up to you to determine what that means. Obviously that something happened. What, I don't know, but obviously something happened. Now Jeremiah 4. Go to Jeremiah 4. Then I'm going to take you down to Jeremiah 4:23, verse 23. Now listen to this very closely here. I beheld the earth, and lo, it was without form and void, and the heavens, and they had no light. And I beheld the mountains, and lo, they trembled, and all the hills moved slightly. And I beheld, and lo, there was no man, and all the birds of the heavens fled. Okay, fled right there, and there was no man. Last I remember at Noah's Ark, there was man. There was 8 people after that. Okay, so this is obviously talking about either the future or something in the past. And I'll continue. And I beheld, and lo, the fruitful place was a wilderness, and all the cities thereof were broken down. In the presence of the Lord, and by his fierce anger, for this saith the Lord, the whole land shall be desolate, yet will I not make a full end. For this shall the earth mourn and the heavens and above the black, because I have spoken and I have purposed it, and I will not repent, neither will I turn back. Okay, first of all, once again, there's going to be man kind when the Messiah comes back, the Son of the Most High, Yeshua. So obviously this is talking about something in the past. It has to be. I don't know. Like I said, I'll leave that up to you. I mean, it's all there. Now go to 2 Peter chapter 3. And I'll start you up with the verse when I get you there. 2 Peter chapter 3. Okay, where was that? Okay, let's start at 5. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 5. For this they willingly are ignorant, that by the word of God the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of waters in waters. Okay? Out of waters, in waters. Out of waters, and in waters. Okay, going back to Genesis, it talked about the seas. I mean, go back to Genesis. Once again, obviously, it was talking about two. So, therefore, in the beginning, it was void. There's earth age 1. And then the flood, there's earth age 2. And then now, we're proceeding to earth age 3. That's going to be by fire. Okay, now, before I go back, now let's go to 7. But the heavens and the earth, and now, by the same word, are kept in store, reserved into fire against the day of the judgment. Okay, you seen up here, it was in the water. Then, it started out of the water, and then in the water. Now go back to Genesis once again. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Okay, I just got done reading to you. In the waters and out of the waters. Okay, now I'm going to get to you by the Bible itself. It's going to tell you that mankind is older than this 6,000 year bit. See right here, according to them, it's year 5,779. I mean, it's way past that. You're going to see Genesis 5. I'm not going to read all this. Now I'm going to close it here in a second. But what I did was, here's what I did. And I went by each death of the father. Another thing they like to do is they like to base the age of each father by the birth of the son. We don't do that. When they put you in the ground when you die, do they age you off of your death based upon the birth of your kid? No, they don't. So they're shortening it again. They're still lying. But anyway, see, I went to death, and let's get the Adam first here. And Genesis 5:5. In all days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. Okay. They also agree, say 900. I'm not going to question it. It says 930 years. I'm going to call it 930 years. When you go to Genesis 5, you will see here on the calculator that I used it, see where I come to. And coincidentally, right before the flood, Noah's father, 777, you go to Revelations, it's a reversal. Everything goes back. Okay? Now we're back on void. Okay. Got one more thing I'm going to show you right here. Genesis 1. Sorry, I'm thinking too fast for I speak here. And On the sixth day, he made mankind. Man, right here. Genesis 1:25. And God made the beasts of the earth and his kind, and cattle, and every creeping thing upon the earth after his kind, and God saw it was good. And then 26, and God said, let us make man in our image. It's another thing you could do on your own. Check out this man between Genesis 1 to 2. The two mans is not the same kind of man with the Strongs, but you could do that on your own. I'm not going to go there right now. Okay, now go to Psalms. Some more precepts. Psalms 90. Then 4. Psalms 90 and 4. Okay. This could be proven in Hebrew and Greek. Psalms 90 and 4. For 1,000 years in thy sight are but as yesterday when it is past, and as I watch in the night. See, it just tells you right there that in his sight, yesterday was 1,000 years. 2 Peter, another precept. 3:8. 2 Peter 3:8. Okay, 2 Peter 3:8. But beloved, be not ignorant as this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Precept 2. Now precept 3. Revelations 1:10. Revelations 1:10. They're always trying to use this as a Sabbath. Okay, now Revelations 1:10. As Sunday. I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day and heard behind me a voice as a great trumpet. Okay, in the Spirit on the Lord's day. Okay, could this be 1,000 years? We don't know. Obviously it has to be. You can't say this is Sunday when that's like they like to do that. That means Sunday. No, it don't. Okay, now Revelations 20. Starting with 4. I'll just read on there. Revelations 20, starting at 4. Revelations 20, starting at 4. And I saw the thrones they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus and the word of God, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hand, and they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years. So we know that Satan's going to be sealed 1,000 years. And the rest of the dead lived not again until 1,000 years were finished. Okay, again, day of the Lord is 1,000 years. But you could very easily see right here by this is just Genesis 5th. Genesis 5, you got 7,630 years. They're liars. Outright, they are liars. And like I said, they agree. You can go this side here, do what I just did. If you want to try to figure out how Earth is, go for it. It's a guess. You're not going to be able to come up to know how old the Earth is. But anyway, right here it's showing Adam's age, 930 years, so they agree. But if you want to add, Day of the Lord's 1,000 years, you want to add another 1,000 years. You could add 1,000 because it was a 6th day, but still that'd be 2,000. You could do it that way. Or minus that. Or, the 6,000 years, because you can't call day 7 as creation because he rested on the 7th day, but Let's go ahead and add 6,000 more years. 13,630 years. That's just adding that. But, you know, I did a longer search. I came up to even more time. I even came up to, I mean, once you get to there, you know, it's just, you're pretty much guessing after this point. Here's what I mean by guessing. Let's say you're using this genealogy search here. I mean, there's no guarantee it's gonna be accurate. I mean, Peleg. It's goofing with me here. Give me a second. I was picking up any name out of the Bible here, and then I'm going to go at the site there. Because even I came from, they didn't know for sure their ages. So it's a guess at this point. But okay, they're calling him 239 years old at death. So there was a lot of names that came up out of the Bible that they were going in between this year to that year. They didn't really know at the death part. So I just wanted to show this to you. You know that no one could really say how old the Earth is. You could only really come close to determine the age of mankind. But the Earth itself, you're not going to get the number. It's a guess. Like I said, this is what they're saying, and it's obviously it's older than mankind's been here. Obviously, more than 5,000 years. It's a lie. They can't lie. I mean, like I said, I just added 6,000 years of this. You're at 13, but you can't really call this the age of mankind to 6,000 because mankind didn't come till the 6th day, and then also coincidentally, I discovered a reversal effect. When you get to the 7th seal and 7th plague and all that, it comes dark. It's a reversal because it transitions from physical to spiritual. Well, back in Genesis, it's transferring from spiritual to physical, so it's a reversal. It's a mirror effect. But you know, take that out. Let's just take that all out. You know, we entered 7,000 years. Like I said, I'll go dead. I'll just add 1,000 more years because the day of the Lord's 1,000 years before mankind hit, you know. So in Genesis 5, at this point, mankind is at 8,630 years. That's all I wanted to show you. I don't have to keep going. I mean, if you want to do this on your own, you know, do it. I mean, just saying, they're lying. I mean, it's older than 6,000 years. Salam.